Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Chanakya. Chiranjit, you are not attending the science test?
Ma'am, wait a second.
Hmm?
Wait a second. Ma'am, I can't see the test, ma'am.
Chiranjit, every Saturday at 5 p.m., we are uploading the test there, right? Under the test and under the assessment.
Ma'am,
Go to
assessment?
assessment. Yeah, go to assessment.
Yes, ma'am.
Open that. So can you
Yes.
see their test plans?
5th April, 5th May. Ma'am,
Yeah, yeah.
ma'am,
So the test got over now.
every Saturday for 5 o'clock. In 5 o'clock.
Yeah, every Saturday, 5 o'clock. Like, you know what happened, Chiranjay? One Saturday, like, yeah, last week, last Saturday, you had subjective test. Subjective test, you will be finding under assessment, okay? And the objective test, you will be finding under test. Okay, go to test now.
Test. Ma'am,
In the
wait a
test now,
second.
can you see the previous test?
Ma'am, I can see 24, 28 April.
Yeah, correct. So all the tests, whatever we have done, it will be there. So whenever you have today, you have to open a tab called as test. And whenever subjective test is there, you have to open a tab called as assessment.
Ma'am, I didn't know every Saturday we do, every Saturday at 5 o'clock we do test. I didn't know.
Okay, okay, no problem. So now you are aware, right? So it is math and science. Both we are doing every Saturday.
Okay, ma'am, I'll check every day. Both of them.
Okay, assurance. Okay. Advik, how are you?
Ma'am, can I use this pen? Right?
Yeah, you can. You can, you can. So let me message to the others also. Let them join.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Advay. Advay, you slept or what? You're looking like so tired. What happened, Advay?
Nothing.
You're looking so tired.
Ma'am, the yesterday test, yesterday was Sunday, ma'am, right?
Yeah, actually, what happened? The date we will be mentioning as the Sunday date. But we started from Saturday 5 p.m. till Sunday 5 p.m. So any time between this 24 hours, you can attempt it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now today, last time we have discussed about the parts of the animals. Now today we will be starting with which is adaptation. I hope you might have heard this word adaptation.
Yes, ma'am. Can I tell the meaning?
Yes. Okay, Chiranjit, tell me.
The process of adjusting according to the environment and situation is called adaptation.
Okay, good. Advay, what is adaptation according to you? Yeah, tell me, Advay. What is adaptation according to you? Yes, Advik. What is adaptation?
Ma'am, adaptation is the special body features that help them to fit in their habitat.
Correct. So what happens is like, some of the animals, they cannot survive in all the types of the climate, right? So like if I talk about the polar bear and if I talk about the penguin, where do they live?
A polar bear
Ma'am, in
lives in
polar region.
polar regions.
Polar regions, right? So both of the animals, they will be polar regions. So what happens now? Imagine if they do not have the fur. You might have seen, like their outer body has been covered by the white color fur. So imagine if they do not have the fur, then what happens?
And they will
Ma'am,
feel
they
cold
will
and
die
not
because of
made to survive in the cold regions.
this. Ma'am.
Correct. They will not be able to survive in the cold regions because they will feel so, so, so cold. So that is what do they do? Their body is automatically set in such a way, or their body is automatically adapted in such a way that they are able to survive because of that fur or because of that the feet to walk. Right? They do not have the feet like us. They have a big, big feet. So with the help of them, they will be able to move in the snow. Right? So I'll tell you my story. What happened is like I think 8 years back, I think, when I visited Tamil Nadu for the job. So there, in the month of May, I went there. So to work as a teacher. So what happened? Since I visited there, I was there. Next day, I just went to the class, and after reaching to the class, I just fall down. And it happened not only one day, twice, second day also same thing happened, third day also same thing happened. So it happens because of the difference in the climate. So the climate in our side and the climate there in Tamil Nadu is very, very different. It is very, very tough to survive there. So for 3, 4 days, continuously same thing was happening. Like I was writing something on the board, and all of a sudden I was falling down like this. Writing on the board, falling down. So then children also, they were making fun of me. That ma'am, next day also you are going to have the same problem that you will be writing and then you will be falling down. But after some time, after almost like 15 to 20 days, what happened? I did not fall down. Why so?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
because
because your
ma'am,
body
you
is
have to
adapted
live
to
that.
it.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. You all three are correct. So my body got adapted to that particular climate, and that is the reason. After some time, some 10 to 15 days, I did not fall down. I was very adapted to that climate and that hot sun I was adapted to. So that is what the other animals also will be doing it. If they want to survive in the hot climate, or if they want to survive in the cold climate, their body will have some of the other feature to save themselves. And it is of different types. Sometimes what happen, it is like physically about the fur. Sometimes is it about the structure, the whole structure they will be changing. And sometime about it is behavior, they will change their behavior also, right? So that is what the different types of adaptation we will have. So this thing we will be learning in today's class. I think Advait has joined. Good afternoon, Advait, how are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay, so Advait, today we are going to study about the new topic, which is the adaptation. Okay, so here the topic is animal adaptation. So in the animal,
Ma'am,
what
I
are
can't
the
see the
adapt?
screen.
Okay, you can't see the screen. Shall we share again? Shall I start again? Let me do it.
Yes.
Now, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the topic is animal adaptations. How do animals survive in the wild? So when we talk about their survival, how the animals, what are the different kinds of the things with the help of which they will be surviving? So these two things we will be learning in this chapter. Now the first question is what is an adaptation? So when we talk about the definition of adaptation, adaptation is a physical or behavior changes that helps an animal or plants to survive in their habitat. So be it physical it means outside the body, and B, it behavior. In the behavior, some changes will be there, because of which the animal or the plant will be able to survive in their habitat. So this is what we called as the adaptation. Fine. It is a physical or behavior change that helps an animal or plant to survive in their habitat. Now, the first thing, what are the physical adaptation? Type of
My
body
physi-
covering. So you might have seen. Hmm?
my physical,
Tell me.
physiological adaptation.
Yeah, physiological adaptation. Very good. Physiological adaptation. So what do they do? Their outer structure on the body part, on the outside body part, some or the other parts or some or the other extra features, they will be developing. Like fur. So they will have the fur on the body. If I talk about fishes, fishes they have the scale. If I talk about the snakes, snakes also what do they have? They have the scale. So this is the type of body covering they will be developed. Then second thing, color. Color they change, the body color they change, and this is we called as the camouflage. So you can see in this picture also, like this chameleon. What the chameleon they will be doing? They can change their body color. Have you seen them? Chameleon?
Yes, my we can.
Fine. So they what do? They change their body color according to the surrounding. If they sit on the green color branch, they will turn into green color. If they sit on the brown color branch, they will turn brown color. So that is what they will be doing the physiological adaptation. Then mimicry. So in the mimicry, what do? They will be telling their near ones that the predators are coming, you should run away. Have you ever heard the thing? Like, if some other animal is coming, they will be starting shouting, right? They'll start creating some of the noise. So why they are creating some noise? So that they will get the other monkeys. They will get attentive. Have you seen them? They will be doing. They will be creating some sound,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
right? The other animals also they do the same thing. Or have you seen the ants? The ants always they will move in a straight line, right? Why do they move in the straight line?
No.
Ma'am, I don't know.
No idea.
No.
Adrik, anyone of you have any idea? Small in size, right? Now, what do? As soon as they move, what do? They release substance. They release a kind of chemical. And for chemical, the other to know that the first ant is moving in this direction. So what do? They follow that. Then the second release some chemicals, followed by the third one. So like this, they keep on releasing the chemical and they keep on forming a straight line. So it is not automatically they can see and they can move. It is because of that chemical which is released by them. They goes in that uh, all together. They goes in a straight line. Understood? It is because of the chemical they release. Okay. So the next one, body parts. So beaks, claws, and ears. You might have seen some of the animals, they will have the big, big claws. Some of the animals, they will have the big, big beak. And some will have the big, big ears. Like elephants. Elephant have the small ears or big ears?
Big
One big
ears.
deal.
Big ears. So what do they do with the big ears?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay. So with the help of those big ears, so far also. Okay. So if the elephant is standing here and something is happening so fast, they will be able to hear that. So that is the reason they have the big ear to listen to each and every sound which is also like little far from them. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So likewise, so many animals they have the some or the other kind of the adaptation.
Ma'am, I can't
We'll
see
go to the
the
next one.
screen.
Then defenses.
Ma'am, I
Okay,
can't see
let
the
me share it
screen.
again. I'm sharing it again. I'm sharing it again. Okay. So now you can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So some of the animals defense means to save or to protect themselves. Defense means to protect themselves. What do? They release the poison. They release the spray or they make the chemicals. So through that, like I have told you about the ants. Ants, what do? They will be releasing the chemicals, and with the help of the chemicals, they walk in a straight line. And when they walk in a straight line all together, then they are protecting themselves from the other animals. So likewise, it works on. Like for example, now these are some of the feature of the camel, right? What is this called as the center part of the camel?
The hump.
Um,
Hump.
Hump. So in the hump, what do they do? Why do they have the hump?
ma'am, to store food for a longer period of time.
Ma'am, to store fat.
Correct. To store food, to store water, to store fat, right? That is what they have. That double hump. You can see, right? This is the first hump. This is second hump. So this is also a kind of the physical adaptation they have. Then they have the large eyelashes. So why do they need the big eyelashes?
Ma'am, because the dust in deserts cannot get in their eyes if they will have long eyelashes.
Very good. So what happened with the help of the long eyelashes? They will be protecting themselves from the dust. So since they are mostly found in the desert, what happens? Sand will be there, right? If they have the small eyelashes, then easily sand can go inside. But since they have the large eyelashes, in that case, what happens? The They will be protecting themselves from the sand. The sand cannot go inside. Then they have the thick fur. With the help of the thick fur, they will be protecting themselves from the hot climate. So since it is like very hot there, they will be protecting themselves. Then they have the large flat feet. Why do they have the large flat feet?
Ma'am, ma'am, that
Yeah.
help them to not sink in the sand.
Very good. So, with the help of the large fleet, what happened? They will not be able to sink into the sand. You might have seen a lot of sand is present in the desert. So, if they have the large and the flat feet, they will not go inside the sand. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Then the next one is thin fur. So, thin fur, thick fur, both will be helping them to protect from the cold and the hot climate. Then hump, they store the fat. So whatever the fat is there, they will be storing it in the hump so that they can save it for the longer time. Then very important one, you might have not heard this word, slitted nostril. Slitted nostril, I'll show you the picture. It means a very small, the nose will be very small kind of. I'll show you, then you will be able to understand what is slitted nostril. See, like this picture. Wait. Uh, See, like this. So can you see where is the nose? How is the nose is
Yes, ma'am.
very, it is like the whole of the nose are very small. Now what happens? Why they need this slitted one, slitted nostril? So that whenever the sand is blowing, what they can do? They can close it. So as soon as the sand is blowing, they can close the slitted nose. That is why it is needed for them. So you can see in this picture that they have closed their nose. And here you can see in the picture, they have opened their nose. So whenever the dust will be there, they will be closing this slitted nose. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Understood, Advik and Chiranjay?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now going to the next one. Okay. Next one I have already explained you chameleon. They change their skin color according to the surrounding. Then walking leaf. So this leaf actually they walk. So these insects look like the leaf where they live. So wherever it looks like the leaf actually, but they are the insects. Then butterfly. This looks like the butterflies. Any predators, they any predator, they moving away because they are very toxic in nature. Then defense, how they protect themselves. Tortoise. You might have seen this outer cover of the tortoise is made up of the shell, right?
Yes.
So the hard shell makes it difficult for predators to attack. Since it is very hard, what happens? The predators cannot attack them. So that is why they are the defense mechanism. Then the lionfish. Lionfish, you can see so many, what is there? Spines are there. So the spines contain deadly venom. So on the spines, they have the poison. So because of that, the predators will not be coming to attack on them.
Ma'am,
So
they
that
are,
is the reason they are known as a defense mechanism.
ma'am,
They are,
ma'am,
yeah.
the lionfish are so harmful for us because of the spines, ma'am. I have seen this in the TV, ma'am. When we are smoking in the spines, ma'am, they are really harmful.
Yes, it is actually because they have the poison in them. And if anyone try to come and hold them or you just touch them, then poison will come to that person also. So that is the reason it is harmful. Then the next one, skunk. This mammal can spray predators by a foul smelling liquid. So what do? Wherever they find like anyone dangerous is there, they will release that gas, a kind of spray they will release, which is very foul smell. Right? The humans also, I think they sometimes they do that, right? When they eat a lot, what do? What do they do? What do they do when they eat a lot? When the humans they eat a lot, they will also release a gas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever heard that? What it is called as in English? Advik is laughing. Advik, do you know what is the English of that? No? Advik, do you know what is the English of that? The harmful gas?
Ma'am,
No? In Hindi, what is called as? I think everybody will be knowing it then. Chiranjit, do you know Hindi?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Advait, do you know Hindi?
Mm,
ma'am, I
Yes,
know a
Advait,
bit, ma'am.
you know?
Ma'am, I know a bit, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So basically, I'll tell you what it is called as in English. It is known as fart, F-A-R-T. Okay, it is known as fart, the harmful gas which is released by the humans when they eat a lot and they keep on releasing the gas. And so much of gas, if it is released, then we cannot stand in that room, correct? So we have to run away from
don't
that
tell,
room so as to save
don't tell
ourselves.
that word. Man, don't tell that word in Hindi.
And right, Shiranjay. So that is what the animals they will be doing. This skunk, what do? They release that kind of spray, and because of that smell of it, now no one comes near to them. So that is how they are defending themselves, right? So can we defend like this? No, we cannot do that, right? We cannot defend ourselves like this. Okay, so we'll go to the next one.
Now, should we
Okay,
type that
so they will
points
be
again?
releasing the, yeah. I'll be giving you time after, 2 to 3 slides. The second thing is behavior. So change in the behavior. Like, what do? They migrate. They will go from one place to other place so as to survive. Then hibernation. They will be at rest for some time and then they start working. So during that period, they will be at rest. Then the nest building, they will be making the nest so as they can be there. Then they will be hunting for the food. That is what behavior is. Mating behavior. It means the male will be looking for the female and female will be looking for the male, right? So as they can mate with each other. And then communication. So they will be communicating with each other. That is also kind of behavior. So did you know that monkey climb so they can travel fast through the forest canopy and escape the predators? So when monkeys are there, they will be climbing so high and they are so fast so that they can escape from the predators. Now, some of the behavior adaptation in the polar bear. So in the polar bear, they have the shorter hibernation. It means they will go for the rest period for some time, not for the long time. So their hibernation period is less, not much. So during the shorter hibernation time, what do?
What in the hibernation?
Yes, in the hibernation time, basically it is a process in which these animals they sleep for some time. And whenever the condition becomes favorable, they wake up. Okay. So for that small period of time, they will be sleeping. And when they sleep, they will be saving their energy and they will be, they will be protecting themselves from the winter. And once the summer season come back, they will wake up again. So sometimes we feel like that they are die, but they will not die. The only thing is they will be sleeping so well. That is called as hibernation.
My
Then
sometimes they make the speed as low, ma'am, for the heartbeat.
correct. It happens in the frog also. There is a one type of frog. It's called as wood or the red eye frog. So they also, what do they do? The whole winter season, they will be sleeping, and their body will be covered with the snow and all. But they do not get up. As soon as the summer season come, automatically they get up. So that is what the hibernation in the animals is. Then play fight. They will be fighting with the predators. They will be seeing. They will be fighting with them. Then sneaky hunters. They will look for the. They will from the though they have the small eyes. Through their small eyes, they will see who is hunting them, and then they start running, or then they start escaping from them. Then migration, which is the best thing. Over a million
Ma'am, can I
migrate
read?
each year. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, migration is a process, ma'am, where the animals go far away in the search of food.
Correct. So it's a process in which the animals will be moving from one place to the other place, other far place, so as to search their food or to protect themselves from the climate. Maybe at their place, the climate is very cold. That is the reason they move away. Or maybe they want to mate with someone. It means they want to come close to some other animals or their variety. That is what they migrate for. The first example is a wild beast. So over a million migrate each year in a large loop from the Serengeti to the Masai Mara. So they will be moving from one place to the other place. Dragonfly, they will be generation migrate in relay race style, completing the north and the south loop. They also migrate. Then salmon is a kind of fish, migrate upstreams to their mating grounds using the magnetic field of the earth.
Ma'am,
So these are some of the exam. Yeah,
ma'am, the salmon is just looking like a fish, ma'am.
tell me. Yeah, actually, salmon is a fish only. Salmon is a fish only. And the last one now is the communication. So what do they do to talk with each other or to pass the information from each other? They will start communicating. Like wolf use howling. You might have heard it so many times, right? When they start producing the sound, how they do? Ooh, like this, right? So that is what howling is. Leaving the scent with urine. So when they release the urine, they will release a scent so that the other animals will get to know that their enemy is coming close. Then chimpanzees, they will be used verbal and non-verbal posture, gesture, and sound. So these chimpanzees you might have seen, they will be, kind of dancing format will be doing. You might have seen, like, this, they will be doing like this, right? So that is what the posture they will be changing is because they are telling the other chimpanzees that some kind of problem is try to communication is for the chimpanzees. So different animals have a different ways to communicate or different ways to adapt for the things. Then the last one is a dolphin. They uses the echolocation, whistling, clicking, and body. What do you children? Any time have you ever heard this word echolocation?
Yes, ma'am. I got it in my notes.
And what it means?
Uh, ma'am, ma'am, echolocation
Yes.
is animals. Mostly animals use echolocation, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, are you here?
ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Ma'am, animals
Tell
use
me.
the echolocation.
Hmm.
Animals use
How?
the echolocation. Uh, echolocation.
How they use? Okay, I'll tell you. Have you ever gone to the hilly areas? You might have gone. I think everybody has gone to hilly areas, right? There, when you go and shout, what happens?
Ma'am,
The sound starts echoing, right? That same sound will come back to you. If I'm saying, if I'm shouting, Chiranje, so that Chiranje sound will come back again to me, right? That is what is echo, basically. Fine? And in the case of the animal, what do? They will be producing some sound. And that sound, when they release it, that same sound come back to them. So through that, they will find out that what type of problem it is. Okay, that is echolocation. So with the help of their sound, whatever they have produced, whenever whatever time it is taking to come back, through that they will be finding out the way. Clear? Because sometimes it happens within 10 seconds it's come back. Sometimes it happens it takes 5 seconds. Sometimes it takes maybe 50 seconds. So according to that, they will be deciding the way of dealing with the enemies. Okay. So they will be using the echolocation. Whistling means creating the sound with the help of the mouth. Clicking and body language. So body language also they will be changing, and they will be then communicating with the other variety of the doll. Now homework for today is, what type of adaptations does a lion have? So, and what are the reason for those? So what are the adaptation and why do they have those adaptations? For example, if they have the eyes, then why, what is the use of the eyes? If they have the fur, then what is the use of the fur? These are the two questions for this. And second question, what type of adaptation does a giraffe have? And what are the reason of adaptation? So if they have the long neck, why do they have the long neck? If they have the long, short legs, small legs, why do they have the small legs? So like this, you should also write the reason of having those adaptations. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is about this topic. Now you can start writing, write the heading animal adaptation and start writing everything whatever is given here.
Ma'am, can you make the screen big, ma'am? I was pressing Control plus.
From my side, I think it cannot be done.
Ma'am, can
Like
you
this
send
is okay?
it? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you send it in
Yeah,
the
I'll do that.
Verizon?
I'll just send it now. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right away. So I have shared it there. You can just take that.
Ma'am, you have only sent it. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
So for today, the homework is to complete the notes of this topic, and then two questions which I have shared it. You need to complete those. And today means after the class itself you have to complete it.
Ma'am,
Okay, Advait,
till 6 also.
Chiranjay, Advait, Advik.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
I will send it to you before 7 o'clock.
Advait, you will send by where you going somewhere?
No, ma'am. I have an academy, so I have no enough time to complete.
ma'am, I will submit till 6.
6 means 6. Okay, not beyond that. And Advait, 7 means 7, not after that.